So,
So,
how's the weather?
it's pretty good, I'd say. So, you want me to just redo that or run that from the top? Okay. Welcome to Banks County High School, the show where we interview you, the students. Today I'm joined by the quick average guy, Chase Stevens. Hi, Chase.
Hey, Chase.
How you doing right now? How you doing? How you feeling this is the second episode of our show. Are you nervous?
A little bit, and I kind of just want to go hoop.
You want to go hoop? Oh, you want to go play basketball?
Yeah.
Do you want to? Let's segue into our first topic. You know, you have a large, admiration. What was that face for? Did I say something strange?
I just thought you were going to say something else.
Okay, well, you have a large admiration for the sport of basketball. Tell me, why did you not become a basketball player?
Because I am only 6 foot, and that's not tall enough.
You're 6 foot?
Yeah, that's not tall enough to be.
You're 6 foot.
Yes, roughly. If you round up.
Well, you know, you could say if you're 5'5", you round up, you're 6 foot. So, well, I guess technically no, you'd have to be 5'6" to round up. You're 5'6"?
Yep.
Okay. Just actually, how much do you weigh also?
120.
Okay. Just wanted to just keep that information in the back pocket. So you're an undersized individual. How have you broken through those barriers to become a athletic individual? You know, because people look at the undersized and they say they're underdogs. How have you had to fight through that adversity?
Everyone always underestimates me when I play basketball, and I got a little hop, so I just jump.
He just
I
jumps.
just jump. And then I also just do a sport that doesn't require height. I just run.
He runs. Let's talk about running. What was the starting ground? What made you say, I'm going to do running, and then did you expect it to evolve into what it is now?
It kind of started when my mom started doing 5Ks. She was the first one in my family to start, and that was around when I was 8, and I just started running, and ever since then I've been doing it. I didn't expect me to be doing it all my life, but I'm glad I did.
Have you, obviously, I mean, we've had conversations, since we're such good friends, we've had conversations about just like, your brother is also a very good runner, Griffin Stevens. He really enjoys running to this day. Do you have sort of like a difficulty with the sport? You're put in a place now where you kind of have to pursue it. Do you ever wish that maybe you could have pursued something differently?
Yes, definitely. I actually hate running, and I feel like most people who run as a sport actually hate it. But the only person I know who doesn't is Buck and my brother.
Yeah. Buck Ledford, very, very, very cool individual, I'd say. Speaking of cool individuals, you are no longer part of the AVTF program, sadly. But we're trying to get it upstarted here. We're working with you. This is actually your first appearance in some time. I'm going to do a little activity with you. I'm going to throw out some names of some of your co-stars within the AVTF program guys, and I want you to rank them on a scale of 1 to 10. Are you prepared?
Yes.
All right. Well, let's start it off strong. Rule White, our first guest on the show.
That's an easy 10 out of 10.
Easy 10 out of 10.
He's creative and mullet.
He's got a nice, firm mullet. Let's move on to John Schubert.
On a good day, he's a 3.
A 3? On a 3 on a good day?
He just doesn't have the work ethic.
Yeah. What about on a bad day?
If he's really pissing me off, he's a 0.
A 0?
Yeah.
A 0? Yeah, well, that makes sense. Cooper White.
Cooper White, I'd say...
Well, I would, take into consideration, he didn't, maybe the person isn't, but his performances as a part of the AVTF program. You got to look at Bald Ing. You got to look at I Like Chess. There's a lot of really good characters there.
Acting, 10 out of 10. But person-wise, when you and him are arguing, I'd say like he's a 7.
Well, Lane Seahorn.
9 out of 10. Not as good as Rule, but
I'll take it. That's a
still up
firm.
there.
That's an A. I'll take the A. Jose Torres Vasquez.
10 out of 10. I love him, and
Rest in peace.
yeah, I was really sad about that.
Yeah, he really. Yeah. Let's start. We could throw in some partials in here. What were your thoughts on Brett Kaminsky?
Brett, for the little role he had, he did phenomenal.
He did a great job. Julio Jose also filling in that role when Jose Torres Vasquez was out of the picture.
He acted just like Jose.
Just like Jose. Inseparable, you could say.
Yes.
Let's move on here to a little bit more fire round. I'm going to list off some topics. I just want to let you to say your favorite in that category, okay? Favorite food?
Macaroni.
Macaroni?
Yes.
Favorite color?
Light pink.
Light pink, okay. Favorite TV show?
Regular show.
That's a good pick. Good pick. Favorite movie?
I Want to Eat Your Pancreas.
Okay, that's interesting name. Favorite number?
47.
That's a weird one. Favorite musician?
Does a
John
band count?
If you're watching, close your ears right now.
Radiohead.
Radiohead? Yeah, whatever.
Does a band count?
Yeah, that works.
The Microphones.
The Microphones. Big fan of the Microphones?
Yes, I love Phil Elvin.
Nice. All right. I'm going to ask you another question here. If you were stuck on a deserted island and you could only bring 3 items and 3 people, who would they be and what would they be?
For the people, who would be useful? I'd probably bring Rule because he would kind of humor me.
Right.
And I feel like he'd help me stay motivated to not kill myself.
Okay. Well, right. Yep. That's one way to put it, I guess.
And I'd probably bring you since you're a Boy Scout and stuff.
Yeah.
You probably know what to do. You probably know what berries to eat and stuff.
Yeah. I plan identification is a merit badge that I had to do.
And I guess I'd bring John just in case we run out of food.
Yeah.
Because he's pretty meaty.
Mass, yeah. Right.
For the items, I would bring a fire starter for sure.
Yeah, flint and steel.
And one of those water purifiers.
Oh, like a miracle straw?
Yeah.
Yeah. Badlands chugs. That's the one I think about that. And drink the ocean.
Probably a couple boxes of macaroni.
Yeah, I'm just going to take your word for that. How are you going to get the water hot?
The fire.
Oh, dude, see, this guy knows what he would do in that situation. Let's talk a little bit. We talked about some sports. We talked about basketball, talked about running. A lot of people don't know this. You're a bit of a tennis head.
I do like tennis.
I am also a bit of a tennis head. Varsity tennis, third singles actually right here, Lane Seahorn. Your father, Furman Steve Stevens, played tennis in college. So I mean, you were set up. You could have totally played that. Obviously, running came a big effect. Does it hurt to see me succeed in a field where you failed at?
I don't know about failed at.
I don't know. That's just what my paper says. So.
If I didn't do track, I'd definitely be doing tennis, and I'd definitely be whooping your butt.
Well, I don't know about that necessarily. In the same range of questions, could I beat Rule White in a tennis match?
If he continued my training?
No. Let's be legitimate here, guys. Let's not dance around the question. Come on now.
Okay, current Rule White, yes, but with my training, no.
Really? You don't think I even
was
stand a
He
chance?
was cooking. No, it'd be a close game, but I think he might pull through.
Whatever. Blitz Player of the Week, Lane Seahorn. Just want to put that out there. Let's move on. You and I have known each other for a long time. We've known each other since pre-K. A few of my memories that I can recall from our childhood together going to a Georgia versus Tennessee women's basketball game, and you drew a women's basketball player on a poster. I got upset that you did not draw me, and we broke up as friends. Can you walk me through that emotional time period that we both were going through at that point, from your perspective?
It was a really sad day because I just wanted to support Tennessee, and I apparently ruined our friendship because of it.
I mean, you know, if I was really your friend, you would have just put me on the poster, right, Chase?
You're not a woman or a good basketball player.
Do you recall wanting to name your child Rey Mysterio Jr. Stevens? Are you familiar with that memory, perhaps?
Yes, but that was before I knew there was another Rey Mysterio Jr. already.
Yeah. Okay. From these childhood memories, can you recall another childhood memory that you remember and you enjoyed?
There was that one day when you came over to my house and we were playing Smash Bros.
I was gonna say this one, dude.
And I got a migraine and I threw up everywhere, and then you asked my mom if she would play with you. She said no.
She said no. If you're watching this, Cindy, I'm still grieving about that. Now it's time for everyone's favorite segment of Banks County High School, Rank Your Host. This is the show. This is the part of the show where Chase here is going to give us a ranking of how I did on today's show. So Chase, how did I do?
Am I giving you like a 10 out of 10?
Yeah, I guess. I think that's what Rule did.
Okay, I'll say like 8.5. It's
okay.
Easy to talk.
Well, you know, Rule gave me a 10, so.
Yeah, well, Rule's glazing.
Well, Rule also was a lot cooler. Just putting that out there.
You probably gave him better questions.
Well, yeah, I think I did. I also gave him free candy.
So I'm just not as important.
Well, I mean, you don't even... What's your favorite candy?
Skittles.
Yeah, it's so boring. Like, who likes Skittles? John? Shut up.
Name a candy you don't like.
Name a candy you don't like, John, watching at home. Yeah. I bet you named all the candies, as a matter of fact. Get out of here. Let's wrap up a little bit here with the questions. We talked a little bit earlier about ABTF. We talked about some people that you worked with. What was your favorite project that you got to work on? Because we talked with Rule about it. Rule really enjoyed doing the Gubber the Goblin video. Do you feel the same way?
Yes, that was what I was going to say was my favorite. I really did like the superhero one. I just wish we had more time.
Right.
It didn't turn out as good as I wanted it to.
Yeah,
but I think Gubber the Goblin was our best video. Mm-hmm. It was scary and
silly
and sexy.
Sexy. Right on. If you could still be a part of this program, what ideas would you have in the back of your head, just rattling around, that maybe you would want to see on camera? If you have any at all.
I do wish we did more of like an actual like comedy type sitcom thing. Like that was one of our assignments, so we just never got to it. I wish we actually did that.
That would have been fun. Now, to close out the episode, I want to talk a little bit more about our friendship that has been going strong since pre-K. Chase, you should know, like how I know, the exact moments of when we met. Can you recall the events that took place when we first met each other way back when in preschool? There's a lot riding on this. Our entire friendship is riding on this, so you better get it right.
Does it have something to do with a book?
I'm not giving you any hints. You should know.
Can you just say yes or no?
Yes.
Okay.
It did.
So, you were reading a book by yourself?
What book?
Oh my god, how am I?
Dude, it's literally my favorite book ever made.
That one blue guy from Sesame Street. Actually, and about him building walls and stuff.
You're not wrong. You're like, you're there. Just.
I don't know his name. Wallace and Gromit.
Wallace and Gromit. Neither one of them are blue.
I feel like it started with a W. Or Bernie. No, that's the red guy or orange guy.
That's Elmo. That's just Elmo. The red guy? That's just Elmo, actually.
Okay, well, it was about him building a wall and stuff.
Why was
Because
he?
of the scary monsters.
Where were the scary monsters at?
In his bed, in his closet, in his head. You didn't tell me I had to read.
The monsters were at the end of the book.
Oh, yeah, that's what it's called.
It's called Grover.
Grover.
And the monster at the end of the book.
Okay, well, at least I remember that.
Is the best book ever made. And you can, I know there's going to be a lot of like, this is the best book ever. When I was in pre-K, this book was my favorite book and still is to this day. I was going to read it to the class. And I was like starting to read. And then everyone kind of started getting a little out of control, a little crazy. And they basically just weren't paying attention. So I had to go off and read by myself. So I started reading by myself. I was a little sad because, nobody wanted to listen to my book, which was, kind of sad. And then this boy came over and asked if he could read the book with me. And he is still my friend to this day. We've been friends ever since pre-K. That's the first time we had ever met. So this book has a lot of, it's very special to me. It's very near and dear.
But you were reading it by yourself, and I was like, yo.
Yeah. To further, I was supposed to read to the class that day, and everyone did not listen to me. So my feelings were hurt, and I was in a pretty rough spot. And then this guy showed up and wanted to read the book with me, and
I'm a real one.
That's how we first met. Well, in that ending there, I'm going to have to say thank you so much for watching Banks County High School. To close out, I want Chase to join me in singing the Breadwinners theme song from memory. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Buckle up. So you're just not going to do it?
Buckle up, duckies, because we've
got a rocket van delivering
bread,
flying.
It's been a minute, bro.
Next time, we're going to have on a teddy bear. Thank you so much for watching. Get out. Go.